Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to Stefan's Basement, where, once again, we're opening the lovely new Flesh and Blood set, Rosetta, where I am having a blast doing this so far. The first two videos in this little mini series, so to say, that I've been doing have been absolutely incredible, especially that first one. That first one, if you're gonna watch another video, I would highly recommend, watching that one first, I suppose. Second one was very good too. I'm very happy with both of them. But we're hoping to continue this luck into box number 3 of this beautiful Rosetta set, and with these interesting foiled, art cards of the set itself. I have no idea if those are worth anything, but we're just going off of vibes, and the vibes are good right now, so we're gonna continue. One thing that I wanted to mention, I guess, on this channel is finding a hobby. And one thing I noticed in the card gaming world, there's a couple of guys at the shop who, not even at the shop, just in general, who maybe I'm gonna drop this topic. I don't want to disparage anybody at any point, and I don't want to make it seem like only having one hobby is a bad thing, which I don't think it is. Especially if you're really into card games, that is an absolutely fine hobby to have. I have that hobby very much so, and it's one of the, honestly, at this point, few things that I even do in my free time that can even be considered a hobby at this point, past like just playing fucking Pokemon Go on my walks to and from work. So I'm gonna actually drop that line of topic here, and maybe we talk about YouTube rabbit holes a little bit. One thing that I noticed with YouTube is, like, no matter how much I try to ooh, that's a very pretty foil. No matter how much I try to avoid it on YouTube, I'm super into economics content, and a bunch of economics videos. That's actually very pretty. And I'll watch channels like Money and Macro, or the bald finance guy whose name I'm forgetting right now, or even niche things like Alpha Investments, if you want to talk about like the card gaming / finance world, or regardless, like just a bunch of different economics content. And I noticed, like, one thing that YouTube, especially through its recommendations, always tries to pull me towards is like super right-wing content. I don't know how to put that, and I don't disparage anybody for being right-wing. I'm not like oh man, I'm already getting into topics I don't know how to handle gently, but I guess we're just gonna go, and we're gonna I'm just gonna be earnest, and hopefully I don't ruffle any feathers too much there. And even if I do, I guess the 20 people watching are gonna get upset, and I'm gonna get canceled early. At least I can do that. But jokes aside, I don't disparage any kind of political view in that sense. There is concerning things happening with political extremism everywhere in the world right now, and that is something that I do not like. But that's not what I'm talking about today. Today, what I'm talking about is in the strict definition of kind of right-wing extremist economic views, if that makes sense. And fiscal responsibility is an important thing and everything. And I'm gonna lose a lot of people talking about this, but maybe I'll make it more general. But I did notice that regardless of what it is, the videos that get recommended to me are like even by small YouTubers with like 100 views or something like that. Just in general, getting things talking about like, oh, this liberal policy is like the most disastrous policy you could ever have, and all those clickbait titles and all that stuff. And this is gonna ruin America, or ruin Canada, ruin England, yada yada. And it is kind of wild to me how quickly, like, if you just let YouTube autoplay, you're gonna get like one of two basically, like, pipelines. One of them is like, how fast can you get to a Mr. Beast video, and then you're just gonna get nothing but Mr. Beast and Mr. Beast clones. Another one is how fast you get to like the kind of extremism pipeline. That's kind of a scary thought. I don't know how else to put that. That's no matter how many times I like hit don't recommend this channel, like another one will pop up. There's so much content on this platform that it's we're all just like yelling at um, into the void basically, and trying to get a little bit of attention. I think I put that into the wrong pile, but that's okay. Just in general, I don't know. It's a crazy thought, and I notice the right wing extremism, but don't get me wrong. Like, there's a lot of kind of extreme views out on the internet, and I feel like the more loud and ridiculous you are, the more attention you're going to get in general. And so I feel like a lot of views get amplified, which probably shouldn't oftentimes. And you can say that about a lot of views, but I guess it is what it is. That's the kind of Pandora's box of the internet that we've opened and we're learning to deal with and going through day by day. It's something to keep in mind, and something to watch out for, and look out for each other, and make sure. This is also fuck, what's that director's name again? Who did Django Unchained and Pulp Fiction? Tarantino. That's Tarantino's favorite card right there, the feet. Um, but yeah, just to watch out for everybody, and to make sure they don't fall down those pipelines, and to give out, that's a cool card, to give out a little bit too much information, I suppose. My dad, oh, nice foil M there. My dad, unfortunately, ever since he retired, he hasn't had much to do, and he doesn't really have the will to do much of anything like active, and so he just spends a lot of time on the computer these days. And basically, all he looks at is like political things, like and nothing smart, unfortunately. It's just like a bunch of pundits. I think we got our, nope, that's not a cold foil, it's just regular rainbow foil. All he looks at is like pundits given some frankly insane views, to be honest. And it's just like the mind rot I'm watching live of him is kind of sad. And I don't exactly know how to get him out of this, because all he listens to basically at this point are conspiracies, and he just constantly like flouts them. And yeah, it's a weird thing to watch somebody as they're falling into that kind of rabbit hole. And you see those videos by like Channel 5, formerly all gas no brakes, which if you haven't seen him, I'd highly recommend. He interviews a lot of very strange people, and he just has a style where he just lets them talk and lets them do whatever weird stuff they're doing, and he just, I don't know, makes entertaining videos that are also pretty informative of whatever situation is going on, at least. Um, you know, it's it's a very interesting channel. But as I was saying, like um, I saw some of his videos like with QAnon and stuff like that, and how those people talk about how none of their family talks to them anymore, and how everybody thinks they're crazy, and some of the beliefs that they have are truly mind-boggling. I don't know how else to say that without being extremely rude. Um, and I don't know. I feel like it's a part of that like whole loneliness epidemic, which is kind of wild, but it's unfortunately common. And I hit that dirty 30, and even I notice like people are less available these days than when I was younger, and you know, um, in general, like people that I know have less friends on average than, again, when they were younger. And from what I'm hearing from all the Zoomers these days, all of those kids, they're not like as social as they were in the past, and that's sad. And the internet kind of, oh, we got our first cold foil comment, so nothing too special there. But I guess cursed from success in the last two boxes. We get to see our first cold foil non-Marvel there, as opposed to spoil the other two videos. But as I was saying, you know, it's a worrisome thing to see somebody like that. I'm not sure how to even get them out of it, so to say. If anybody has had experience with that, or you know, does know how to help with that, please, you know, let me know. You know, he's not alone, which is the crazy part. The guy, somebody's always visiting the house, and you know, there's always something going on. But you know, he's just very attracted to that content, and I don't know how to help him get out from the, you know, crazy side of the internet. But yeah, that being said, thanks for listening to me ramble there, I guess. Maybe next time I'll try to think of a more positive topic to talk about for a little while, instead of extremism on the internet and like hobbies or lack thereof. But yeah, I just want to thank you guys all for watching, I guess, and you know, as always, with the best card in the whole set. As always, feel free to check out Negative Zone Comics. You can find their link in the description. All these cards will be headed their way, and you can get all your card game, miniature, accessory needs over there. They'd be happy to have you. And yeah, this was the first, I think, probably dud box. I don't know if any of these M's are particularly in demand. Hopefully we get some last pack magic here. Maybe a little bit something on the side. Nothing special. Oh, we got the face card at least, so we can add that to the pile over here, of which this one's being now blocked. But for the last box, it'll be at least a nice thing to add on to. So I want to thank you guys all once again for taking the time to watch this video. Thank you again for listening. Looking forward to having you guys in the next video, and I'll catch you then.